Right, I think we're all up and running. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Dragon Force Social Race, 100% distance round Japan. Should be a good one tonight. We've got one shot quali and then a full race distance. And we've got a strong field. Let's just see who we've got in here. We've got 19 drivers, so we're just missing one. Let's have a quick run through. So starting off at the top, we've got the man, the myth, the legend, Hazard, who kindly does the commentary stream for us every week. So I thought I'd give him a week off so he can actually race himself. Then we have Knowlesy, who I believe is relatively new to Division 1. Liam, also from Division 1, he's in the Renault. Corby is the current leader of Division 2 in the Red Bull. And then we've got the Morgan brothers in the Alfa Romeo, Tom and James. Also both flying high in Division 2. Alex Ham, last year's Division 1 champion in the Alpha Tauri, along with Spencer Milton, also incredibly quick. Pingu, I think is new to us, great name. He's going to be Kane Stevens in the other McLaren, who has just been promoted to Division 1 from Division 2, exceptionally fast, exceptionally consistent driver. We've got Gavin Poynton, who's the Div 2 admin for us, and obviously very good racer himself. Sonzi, who I think has already wrapped up the Division 1 title, again exceptionally quick. Sarge, always in the points in Division 1, very consistent. But the great Maz, again a very quick driver in Division 2, someone I've got speaking to quite a lot through Dragon Force Racing after he took me out in Spain, but then very kindly messaged me afterwards. He's a great lad and vastly improving, he's got real pace. We're just hoping to add a bit of consistency, but I'm sure he'll go well tonight. Adam PT is relatively new to us in Division 2, finding his feet. I'm sure he's going to keep improving. Jar 083, I think he's new to us as well. Ginger Ninja, who has raced the last few races with us in Division 2. And Mr. Muffin, I think he's new to us as well, another good driver. Another new driver, I should say. Gin and Juice, another solid driver from Division 2. So it's a strong field tonight. I think some of these Division 2 guys will go well and it'll be a good benchmark for them. And I think everyone's keen to see how well the man himself, Hazard, does. I think his time trials, I think he's going to be exceptionally quick. But yeah, the format tonight, we've got one shot qualifying. So that puts everyone under pressure. You've got to deliver on one lap and it's strict track limits. So if you go wide, your lap will be invalidated and you'll be starting somewhere near the back. But you've got the chance to make it up with 100% race distance, which will be challenging. Suzuka is a fantastic track, one of my favourites. Not that I'm particularly good at it on this game, but from real world Formula 1, I think some of my probably earliest memories were the famous 89 and 90 incidents between Senna and Prost here. Although I was only 3 or 4 at the time, I don't want to make myself sound very old, but the first bit of Formula 1 memorabilia, if you can call it that, was my dad gave me those season reviews on VHS and I watched them to death, just fascinated by these two incredible rivals. Obviously 89 in the same team at McLaren, and then in 1990 when Prost went to Ferrari, but just being in awe of these two guys. And obviously both seasons ended in controversy there, with one going in Prost's favour and one going in Senna's. In more recent times, it was sad memories. Obviously, the last fatality in Formula 1 happened here with Jules Bianchi, and that's incredibly sad moment. And anyone that's been watching Drive to Survive can see, his legacy live on through Charles Leclerc, and hopefully Charles can have his own championship memories here one day. But there's no champions on the line tonight, no points, just social racing. And I think that will help here because, as I say, it can be a difficult track to overtake, but you often find when it's a bit more relaxed, people are going to probably go for some moves that they may not go to in a league race, and also you've probably got the time to recover a mistake. In terms of overtaking places, there's really going to be the DRS on the main straight, but that, even with DRS, you need to get a good exit out of that last chicane to take advantage of it, and really you probably need to have the move done before the fast right-hander. I think we'll see the top guys really make their time up through that first sector, particularly those on manual gears will be able to use the gears for some rotation, but there's a lot of time to be gained and lost through there. I mean, you're pretty much at full throttle for most of it, and then obviously we've got the famous spoon curve, very fast again, and then into that equally famous chicane. Obviously Suzuka, well known as, well, as far as I know, one of the only figure of 8 circuits on the certainly on the F1 calendar, and I can't imagine there's many figure of 8 tracks all around. But yeah, great track, and it'll test every element of these drivers: fast corners, slow corners, hairpin, the chicane, mid-range, mid-speed corners, heavy braking zones. It's going to test every element of these drivers. And as I say, we've got an incredibly strong field tonight. It's 7:59, so I think we'll be 1 minute away from getting the one shot underway. Going to be tricky to know how we cover the one shot. I don't think we'll be able to get everybody in, but we'll probably follow the guys we suspect to be at the front, and then we'll maybe, as it gets near the end, just see how things are shaping up. I think it might be nice to go on board for that one lap with one of these top guys and just see how they deliver on a one lap situation. I see Benny Boy's just joined the lobby now. I think that's the last, just slipped in a car I should say, and that should be the last driver. Again, another his second in Division 1 I believe, very quick again. So yeah, some seriously quick guys in this field tonight. Okay, it's 8 o'clock. Okay, here we go then. One shot qualifying. Suzuka could really randomise the grid, so I think for some guys here, just getting a lap in will give you a decent chance. I'm sure we're going to see at least one invalidation. The guys have just 30 seconds or so to load their setups. I'd imagine everyone's going to be on the soft tyres. Obviously the top 10 will have to start on those tyres. I'd imagine we'll see a mix of 1 and 2 stop strategies. It's not a heavy tyre wear circuit, but you can easily overheat in those first sectors. Right, let's get on board. I'll try and get on board with Hazard. Right, there he is. I think we'll try and go on board here. Okay, there's a couple that have gone out on the mediums, but let's follow Hazard through this. Coming in 8th on the live delta. Yeah, as you can see, flicking between 5th and 6th through the S-bends, now into the Dunlop curve. Making up some time. Liam Yeh is currently the pace setter. Pinga, the newcomers, flying. We'll stay on board for Hazard for now. It's the hairpin. Let's just flick up and that's really hard to flick between everyone, but let's just get up to know the pole setter currently. Yeah, absolutely fine. Currently still on pole. We've got Jar 03 and Pingu, 2 newcomers, currently sitting 2nd and 3rd. Alex Ham, if he can hold on to 5th and start on those mediums, might give him a real advantage if he can overcut here and avoid traffic. Riding a lot of that curve at Knowlesy, but track limits to the maximum there. Looks like an excellent lap, and yet he's got pole. But the gap's there, yeah, and by 0.03. Something's got to have gone wrong for Somsey to be down there, and 6 seconds off the pace. But yeah, advantage Knowlesy after qualifying, it's a solid pole, but certainly well done for those couple of new lads up in 2nd and 4th there. Liam Yeh, who we know is very quick as well, I'm sure will be looking to try and put some pressure on Knowlesy at the start. But Alex Ham might be one to watch the medium tyres, as I say. One danger if those soft runners can't get far enough ahead is going to be pitting into traffic. I would have thought Alex is probably looking to one stop, but then also avoid traffic by going along on that first stint. So yeah, it's good to see a mix of strategy. And then for the soft runners, they've got to decide if they go soft hard or if ever they go soft medium mediums. I'm sure some of these guys are going to probably overheat those front tyres through the S's, particularly early on with the heavy fuel. Obviously that's the other thing with running the 100%, these fuel loads are going to be a hell of a lot higher. Oh, well, all those tyre settings look irrelevant as it looks like it's absolutely hammering down. I presume some of the guys knew that before they set those medium laps, maybe just worried about those tyres overheating over even on one lap, but unless I've got something different, it looks like it's hammering down here. Oh, I see. I think looking at the comments, some of the guys are saying potentially a wet start and then the race dries up, so even adds to the strategy even more. Right, here we go then. Oh. God knows had a flying start. Just change. I just want the gap to the leader, there we go. Oh yeah, Knowles is absolutely flying. Let's just skip back to the second runners. Seemed like Knowles' traction off the line was just unbelievable. Just seemed to leave everyone in his wake. In these conditions, that takes some going. It's clearly, you can see by the blue markers, full wet tyres. Already quite a spaced out field. Let's have a quick flip back. Yeah, there's already a gap from second to third. Just try and get the actual gap seems to be struggling. Adamant's been Just lack some of the telemetry is not coming through, so I can't see the telemetry. I should say isn't coming through, so I can't see the gaps. But let's have a quick look through. Pingu solid start from him. Let's try and see where the battles are on track. Alex Ham. See how difficult it is to control it. Oh, I forgot a safety car already. Let's get back up to Knowsley. Oh yeah, looks like there's a racing point here, just wedged on the side of the road. Can't seem to get any delta times up between everyone. Oh. Yep, just realised that was the formation lap. Can see I'm new to this. I thought it seemed like there wasn't much battling going on there. If you could give me that slip on my commentary debut, that would be great. Right, let's get back to the broadcast. This is the worst broadcast cam anyone's ever given us. So we want gap to leader, position change. Right, here we go. Don't know why this is the broadcast cam. Let's go on board instead. Knowles. Oh, Hazard drive-through penalty. Great start from Jay. For real this time. See the two McLaren boys all over Knowsley here. Surely no one's going to put a move for the S's. But Joe's already gone. He's already gone a second ahead. He's flying. Oh, he's off. Got to rejoin that track safely. Oh, what a shame for the newcomer. They'd had a brilliant start. Knowles is back in the lead now. Oh, Benny Boy's already retired. Is that going to be a safety car? Yeah, VSC. Mr. Muffin's got a 5-second penalty. Such a shame for Hazard to have that drive-through. Let's just check it as a drive-through. Yeah, drive-through penalty. Obviously everyone's on the wet tyre, so let's stick with position change from now. We're back racing. Looks like Pingu gained some time and Knowles into the safety car is all over him right now. Even the wet conditions, spoon curve still been taken very quick. I've got to be steady on these curves. Good exit through out of here into the main straight. Obviously there's going to be no DRS in these conditions, but this probably is one of the only overtaking zones, either here or into the chicane, I'd have thought. Downwards, just have the telemetry is having a moment again. Let's just stay with Knowsley. Unless this is genuine. Gav's in the pits for an early start, probably something to do with the damage from that penalty. It's Hazard serving his drive through. Great mouth. The temperature's all over the place at the minute. Let's let it sort itself out. As far as we know, Knowles is leading, so we'll stay with him until this sorts itself out. Sonsi's made up 8 places. You expected him to be flying Division 1 leader and champion-elect. I'll have a skip down the field in a minute to see where the battles are. This one might be one to keep an eye on here in the midfield. Gin and Juice and Tom, previous from Canada. There's a bit of a gap to be fair. Let's go interval between the drivers so we can see where the battle is. Gin and Juice sandwiched in between. Sonsi is, I think, the man to be watching here. He's up to 6th already. He's going to be putting pressure on Alex Ham shortly as well. Incredibly fast through there considering the conditions. Let's go on board with Sonsi. Watching, try and you can see Alex is incredibly close to Kane. All over the back of him. But where do you make the move here, really? And all this time, Sonsi is going to close in on him, and Kane loses the back end. Can Alex get past safely around the outside? Looks like the move's done. Yeah, move's done. Might buy Alex a bit of time to get away from Sonsi. Depends how long Sonsi needs to get past Kane. Let's get back on board. Practically in his gearbox. See, conditions still look treacherous at the moment, to say the least. Getting a bit of stick for commenting on a formation lap. Should have forgotten that. Kane needs a very loose back end there. I think Sonsi's probably going to make the move here. Or Kane's giving him a real squeeze. Sonsi leaves his foot in, should get the move done. Yeah, it's done. And the 2 Renault boys are closing in. Sarge, a 3-second penalty. See if Sonsi can close this gap on Alex. 2 Renaults look like they're very close to each other. Obviously just teammates for the night. I think Liam's normally in the Renault anyway. I think Sarge is normally in the Alfa Romeo. So definitely no team orders in a social race. So let's see if he can get the move done. Oh, one of the McLarens has gone. I've just been corrected on his spelling by Skindog. It's Kian, not Kane. Kane is from WWE. Yeah, Kian's dropped down, right down to 11th. I think he might have damage as well. Yeah, you can see a end plate's gone on the front wing. It's a shame he's going to have to pit. Looks like they're going to move up one. Go drop down. Spencer's working his way up through the field, just got past Tom. And as we know, Kane's got to pit. This might be one to watch. Gin and Juice and Morgs had some good battles in Division 2 recently, and they're transferring to here. Battle for 9th and 10th. Following very closely. As I say, difficult to make a move through this section. I think really it's going to have to be on that straight before or into the hairpin, into the chicane. Morgs hold him off through there. I want to try and get away from him before we get to the chicane, if we can. Gin and Juice is sticking with him. Careful on some of these exits. You can easily pick up a 3-second penalty, as some of the guys have already. Let's just have a look at what these pens are. 3 seconds for Sarge, 5 seconds. Mr. Looking Adam Peters on 10. See, yeah, this is definitely the battle to be on at the minute. He's still close, Gin and Juice, but he's going to have Spencer on him soon, so he probably wants to get this move done sooner rather than later. Morgan's pulled away. James has pulled away through that section. It's be frustrating for Gin and Juice, because that's probably where the move can be done. And now it looks like the hunter's become the hunted. But Spencer doesn't send it into the chicane. 3 seconds for Gav. Pushing to try and make some time up, I think. We'll stick with this battle. Although saying that Joe has closed up on the start. Morgan's opened up over the second. Obviously there's no DRS at this stage, but still having that second gap will give him a bit of breathing space. And I imagine Spencer's going to be quick if he can get past Gin and Juice. Speaking to James before the race, I know he wanted a top 10 finish. He's currently riding 9th. I think looking behind him, you're going to have Spencer, you're going to have Hazard, both very quick, working their way back up through the field. We're only 6 laps in, we're 10% race distance. I'll stick with this one a little while longer. I'll go back to the front because that's really closing up now. Alright, let's get back up here. Sonzi closing in on Alex. Alright. Okay. Nice and clean for the chicane. Oh, the time at for Liam. Is that gonna, or is he retired in the pits? Let's have a quick look. I think he might have retired in the pits, so I don't know if it's going to cause any issues for anyone. 3-second pen for Hazard. So these guys, we're hoping it does dry out. It's going to be a long race in the wet. Alright, we've jumped back to the front because Joe is really putting the pressure on to Knowles. He's actually got the lead. The newcomer's flying. You can see he's been gradually getting the time down. We'll stick with this, obviously the battle for the lead. It's be interesting now to see if he can pull away. Depending on what these guys are going to do with the tyres, whether they're going to try and sit it out until it dries up and go to that intermediate. Jim Jennings had a 10-second penalty for track limits under. This is something pretty horrific. But yeah, these guys were looking to try and get themselves some space so that when they do pit on the crossover, they're coming out into clean air. We've already seen how difficult it is to overtake, so pitting and coming out into traffic could be difficult. Looks like Jer's pulling away now. Got over a second gap. Sonsy's still closing on Alex, but Alex now closing on Pingu, so Spencer's pitted. He had damage. You wouldn't have thought that the tyres would have gone off by now. Ginger Ninja's come in and put intermediates on, which looks interesting decision when you can see how much rain is coming there from Alex's point of view. Oh yeah, so Alex and Sonsy both past Pingu now. Alex is driving incredibly well considering he's had Sonsy in his gearbox for about the last 4 laps. And he knows that one mistake and he'll put the move on him. 2 very skilled drivers. As I say, last year's champion and this year's champion duking it out in the west. That's Suzuka. As I say, considering the conditions, they're still exceptionally fast through this first corner and through the S's. It's close, I think. Let's see where else. Pingu just seems to be losing a bit of time now. He'd had such a good start. It's interesting if he can just cling on and stay with these guys. Still a close battle. Pingu's got it back in a second on Sonsy. Back to this battle between Morgan and Gin and Juice. I think this could be an interesting one. Let's go. Look at the onboard of Gin and Juice. You can see loads of ERS left, so hardly going to use it in the straight, or very close, practically in his gearbox, or a bit loose from Morgan coming out of the hairpin. You can see still how little grip there is. It's like both guys are wrestling with their cars. Slight lock up as well from Gin Juice, wonder if he's winning no ABS. Could help in an outbraking manoeuvre, but you've got to get it right. It just seems that Morgan pulls away from him this part of the track, and this is probably the area where he wants to get James and break into this chicane. It just seems James pulls away during that part. But James still got that one just about under control, going well in 8. Hazard's closing in on that, they're on 10, although he has got a penalty as well. I think we're coming from that drive-through. But the great Maz just got past Mr. Muffin. Oh, Mr. Muffin's pitted, that's fine. You can see Kane's on his way back up through the field. Kian, sorry. No, he was losing a lot of grip there. And get Spencer with him as well. These guys are going to be quick. They're going to be closing in on this midfield battle in a minute. Sorry, just watching Spencer's point of view. Closing in here. Oh, it's going to be close. Closing in on Tom. This is close, it's free to... Oh no, Tom's lost the back end. Oh dear. Let's reset. Mr. Muffin just avoids him. Not by much though. Oh, a great switch back there to Kane going full opposite lock around the corner. Spencer's all over him. A couple of guys are pitted now for intermediate, so they must be at that crossover stage or they're getting on it early. Oh, there's some damage there by the looks of it. Oh, Spencer's pretty much just ran him off the road. Wonder whose damage that was. If it's Kane, he's got to pit again. It's going to be tough. Definitely saw some wind flying somewhere there. Let's get up and see what's going on in the pit stops then. Jez out on intermediate. It's been interesting how it goes. Knowlesy 2 seconds behind. Alex seems to have gained a bit of time on Sonzi during the pit stop phase. Corby's up to 5th, but still on the wets. Got Pingu all over him. And the Inter's be interesting here. We'll see which tyres performing better, I think. Although those are old wet tyres. Yeah, Pingu's got loads of grip. It must be the time for Inter's looking at that. Could hurt the wet runners who stayed out maybe a lap too far. Yeah, most of the field on Inters now, though I think for the pit stop seem to have got more gaps between the cars. Tom picks up 5 seconds for speeding the pit lane. It's going to be frustrating for him after just having that spin. But, long way to go. As we always say, if you stay on the lead lap, high safety. Oh, Corby's off. Those wet tyres must be really struggling for grip. Stay on the lead lap. You're always in with a shot. Safety car, anything can happen. We've still got 42 laps left. Let's give it. I think Sonzi and Alex are still probably the battle to watch. You watch these two guys and they've barely put a foot wrong, and the conditions are so difficult. You can see why they're former and current champions of this league. It's going to be interesting to see if they can rein in the front two. They're not battling, so they're probably not hurting each other's time. And again, if we do go to a fully dry race by the end, getting those pit stops right is going to be key. You normally get a pretty good indication when they enable DRS is normally the time. Let's just go down the field here. Hazard's flying. He's working his way back through. Everyone's on the Inters now. Imagine there's still going to be plenty more penalties wrapped up. JS, that's the fastest lap, but Knowlesy beats it straight away. I think Hazard's going to be closing in, although again James is driving really well, managing these gaps nicely. Probably see now as these guys are using any of their ERS will show a bit more grip. Yeah, he's not getting too close. Very careful over these curves and these conditions. It's a nice exit. I noticed that Gin and Juice has got fast James now. What's happened there? Let's get back to this Sonzi Alex battle. I think now looks like they are coming up to lap cars, are they? Yeah. Could make things trickier now. I think Alex might be trying to get a slipstream. for that car. And moves out of the way. Some slight lock up from Sonzi, but carried a lot of speed into the corner. Still negotiating in the back market is going to be difficult at best of times, let alone in these conditions. It's a yellow flag up. Oh no, it's near the hairpin. Won't affect these guys. I think these two have been neck and neck for about 10 laps now. Just neither putting a foot wrong. But at the same time, they can't seem to be really winning the two leaders, which I'm sure they'd like to and would expect to with their pace. Looks like Sonzi really has good pace now. He might actually be getting held up by Alex slightly. You think if it's going to happen, it'll be now into this chicane if he can get the run. If he's confident enough to use the ERS. That's a weird view to give us. Not a lot happening now. It looks like Hazard's has closed in on James. Yeah. This could be the battle. Well, I think Spencer and Kian are going to be battling again soon. Again, it's just where you're going to be confident with put this move in. Difficult into there. And James is in slightly wide. No, it's a nice exit. Got to expect a bit of sideways with the conditions as they are. But yeah, Hazard's getting really close, trying to force the mistake. We've seen earlier it might not be easy to overtake, but we've seen a couple of times drivers go for forced mistake and then take advantage. Start to, as it does get drier, start to think how much more can we run on the curbs, but it only takes you to accelerate too hard off one of those curbs and you're gone. Definitely a track that is risk or reward. Gotta say though, the racing, the social race has been incredibly respectful so far. Maybe only seen that one semi-incident between Spencer and Kian, which I think we're going to get round 2 of in a moment. Stay on board here. I think he's probably gonna. It's all gonna be about a good exit. Kian's. Oh, he's all opposite lock. He's gonna. Spence being patient. But can he get the exit now? He's on the wet side of the track. Get this move done. Kian making it difficult for him. Surely Spence not going on the outside here. Going to take some commitment. They make contact again. Is he going to try and outbrake him into the chicane? Yeah, looks like he's got the move done. Bit of opposite lock. There, that move's done. Nice move in the end. Some courage. Oh, Hassel's going wide. Get back to Sons in Alex again in a minute. These guys. Will he consider moving to the hairpin? No, not quite close enough. Oh, this might be it though. It looks like James just missed the apex there on the hairpin. Hazard's very close. They're coming side by side now. Yeah, Hazard's got the move done. It's a nice move around the outside. And that's what we're saying. It's not an easy track, but if you could just stay close and force a mistake, the move might come to you. Let's get back to Alex and Sonzi. See here, that's the thing. Alex isn't giving Sonzi that opportunity, but it looks like the front two are pulling away from them. Do you think if Sonzi wants to win this race, he's going to have to get past Alex? He's trying to attack his front two. But again, if he's relying on Alex making a mistake, it doesn't look like he's going to make one. Hopefully I'm just giving him the commentator's curse there. Jeb, even though the fastest lap, he's pulling away. Was he was quickest in qualifying? Doesn't seem to have an answer to this pace in the race. Is this the... Oh, so close. You see these two guys just playing a lot of trust, and he takes a missed gear change or a slight early brake. He's going on the outside, side by side with his S's. Is he going to get it done? Unbelievable racing. These two guys are going side by side in the wet through the S's at Suzuka. Gav's retired. Is he retiring in the pits though, so it shouldn't affect. Incredible racing by these two. So side by side for there's a lot of trust and a massive amount of skill at the same time. Now, hairpin exit. See Alex there probably prioritising the exit over the entry because he knows that's where he's going to be vulnerable, but Sonzi's had an incredible exit as well. He's obviously decided the time is now if he wants to win this race. He needs to get this move done. Coming out the spoon. Again, it's going to be about exits now. Getting a good drive into that chicane. I think he's going to send it into the chicane. Alex try and defend that inside line. It's excellent racing by these two. Superb defensive driving by Alex. But you can see how much it's hurt them in the gap to the leaders. It's now 10 seconds. Again, Alex defending the inside. So on board with Sonzi. We're going to get this done on the outside here. Alex is leaving in room. Very respectful again. Trust. Superb racing. Oh, big snap of oversteer for Sonzi. Be interested to see if Pingu can gain time on these two while they're battling. It's the thing, Sonzi needs to get the move done, but by fighting each other they're hurting their overall times. But neither one's going to want to give an inch. And who knows if the race goes to dry, these two might then come back towards the leaders. This is definitely, again, going to be about this exit here. against these guys, but they're both really doing the same. They're maybe compromising a bit of corner entry speed to get the exits nailed. Alex has had a brilliant exit there. It's going to be hard to get this move done here. It'll be interesting to see if Alex defends the inside or whether he thinks Sonzi's far enough back. No. Has he got enough of an exit out of here to get this done? Oh no, after all that close race, Alex has saved that somehow. All that close race and there's been some contact. Incredible save by Alex, full opposite lock. They're just coming to some yellow flags now. And what that's going to be. It looks to be clear. Shame that after all that close race and it was contact that got through, but I don't know if anyone was at fault. I think when you're just racing that close side by side for that long, it's probably inevitable eventually. It'd be interesting now to see how much Sonzi pulls away. Going to be the race now, still of Sonzi, because he got the second half and I don't know if Alex got any damage there. Looked like it was wheel on wheel contact, so hopefully nothing to the front wing. Sonzi's pulling away, but can he eat into the leaders? Let's see. Hazard still working his way through, it's a gin and juice now. He's got those pens. He's going to send it in there, yeah. Nice, moves done I think. Yeah, gin and juice getting some space as well. So Hazard's up to 8th. Doesn't look like there's really any other close battles on track at the moment. Unless Jim and Juice can come back at Hazard here, but he's already opened up half a second, so I wouldn't have thought so. Gotta say, for a couple of you guys, Jer and Pinga are absolutely flying. Oh, Gin and Juice just picked up a penalty now, which negates the one he's got. The advantage he had over Hazard there, but it's going to be plenty more penalties. We're not even at halfway distance yet. Still got 15 then running. Let's see how if Sonzi can eat into this gap. Not really, you'd have to say. He's pulling away from Alex, but still 11 seconds from Knowles there. He's a 3 or 4 behind Jer. Spencer's retired. Is he retiring in the pits? No, we've got a safety car. That's what we say, stay on the lead lap. If you stay on the lead lap, it's always going to be a chance. I'm not sure where Spencer's had that incident. We're going to get all the guys heading into the pits now. Trying to double stacking those might hurt. Yeah, it's still definitely into it. Some of these guys are thinking it's worth getting the fresh inters on. Both the McLarens have put the fresh inters on. Is anyone else going to stop? We're down to 14 runners and not even at halfway point yet. Might be one of those that you just stick in there, especially if you can stay on the lead lap. It's just always in with a shout. Just have a look at these penalties. I don't know, you can't serve these 3-second ones in the pits, although Tom might want to serve his 5. I'm to see if Tom pits or not. Now he's gone past the pits, so I can't think he can be. Get back to the leader then. Doesn't look like anyone else is pitting. Obviously wouldn't be worth it for these guys who are got these big gaps, but Alex has pitted, put new tyres on, probably worth it. Hasn't lost any position, so it's worth having the fresh inters on. Maybe he's going to go back to try and go back at Sonzi. Knowles has come in and put the fresh tyres on. I think Sonzi will get ahead here. Yeah, he is. He's going to stay out, is he? Yeah. I think he'll get out before Alex. Yeah, he will. Interesting move from Knowlesy. It's opened up Sonzi now to see, but will he fancy going back? I mean, it didn't seem like there was a big difference in pace between them. Once Sonzi cleared Alex, he wasn't eating into Knowles this time, so maybe just backed himself in the fresh tyres to get that second place back. If he is going to go try, I don't imagine these guys will pit again before we go to dry tyres. And then depending on how many laps we have left, will people go hards, will they go mediums, will they want to do 2 soft bangers? It's going to be hopefully an interesting strategy battle from there. Let's get back to the lead car now. And it looks like it's going to put these back markers in the package. It's a frustrating thing that happens on this game, unlike real life where they let the back markers through to come back round, and it could spoil some battling if we've got the back markers in the middle. And you can see looks like we've got Mr. Muffin between Jar and Sonzi, and then frustrating for him because he's going to have to just pretty much move out the way of everyone under blue flags. I think if I was him, I'd rather pit and get the fresh tyres on and get out of their way now, but will he do that? It doesn't look like it. And so the last thing we want is a potentially good race spoiled with any instance in the car. Is he pitting? No, he is pitting. It's a good move, I think. Even if you lose a place, just getting out of the way of that at the start is probably the way to go. Is he going to? I think Keane's going to get past him, or Tom get past him. Where's Tom on track? Just going to chicane. I think he'll come out ahead of Tom. He's put mediums on. Which seems, but mind you, it is looking dry. Sonzi's put mediums on. Interesting. How far will those mediums go as well? It might go to the end. Is anyone else going to put these on? It'd be frustrating for these guys that have just pitted and put fresh inters on. Now you can still see the spray, so it's risky. I wonder if some of these guys would take these chances in a normal race, but just cut to half distance. You see the wet and the safety cars. Yeah. If it's in for longer, what are these other guys going to do? Oh, Hazard. That's so tired, is he? It's interesting. Why is he tired? Because he's tired. Some Bolton. Let's see what's happened there. Sorry guys, just pause it just while we try and invite Hazard to the party. Can't actually find him. Just see. Sorry, I'll just have one more look, see if I can invite him, unless he's gone offline. I think he must have gone offline. No, somebody's got, I think they're all going mediums now. My side into the pits. Where's everyone going to come out? Bit gutting for these guys that pitted to put inters on to then fresh inters on to then pit again, so it's dropped Knowlesy from second to fourth. Sonsy's jumped Jare in the pits. And the race leader. It's been a good battle between those two going by his pace, but yeah, Sonsy's played this pretty well. He went on those mediums early in the safety car period. Sure, it says the Great Mass is still on inters, so I'm sure that can't be right. So down to 13 runners at the halfway point. What we're going to be left with? Just depends now whether the safety car's going to wait, because looking at this, Smith's got a minute to make up. just see if this if it's in this lap or not. I think we've still got a pretty mixed up order behind the safety car. Alpha trying to unlock itself there. Nope, safety car's in this lap. Oh no, Tian's got a penalty for collision with Knowles here. Keane's now running 13th. Sonzi's now lead safety car. When's he going to go? Is he going to slow him right down into the straight? Is he going? Yeah, I think he's going. Chair's stayed with him. It's going to be close. Tyres are going to be cold. Track's still going to be slippy. Is he going to send it in first corner? No, he doesn't. It's going to be a good battle, I think. The brake masses are tired now. Don't tell me it's going to give us another safety car just before the chicane. It's just yellow flags at the minute. Sarge is right in the mix now. He's kind of right up on these guys. Knowles here looks so strong. They seem to lose positions in the pits, so I don't feel better get them back. Absolutely nothing between these guys. Knowles and Alex are the ones hit, so they both pitted to put new infos on and had to pit again for the mediums. Looks like they can clear the Great Knights without any safety car. This is the battle for the lead. Let's go on board. I'd imagine we'll have DRS because of laps as well. Look, penalties coming in now. That could be a key one for Joe. Probably pushing hard. Obviously you understand that, but pushing hard when the track is lacking grip, it could be tricky. We've got yellow flags again, set to 1. I think after the stint these guys have done on those wet tyres, they're just desperate to push, but I think the track might still be low on grip. Everyone's gone mediums, so then let those mediums go to the end. Sonzi goes onto the grass slightly, it's going to compromise them, and again. I think we're going to get a good battle here. They seem to be pulling away now as well. Seven's on the same tyres, let's just see what the pen switches. I think this is going to be key in this race. Knowles has got up to 8 seconds now. Oh, Charles got a good run here. There's no DRS yet, but Sonzi decides to defend the inside. These two are going to go around the outside of turn 1. Let's see how close we are. Incredible pace. This from a new guys to the league. Absolutely pushing the champion-elect to the max. Some skill as well to follow through that section with the dirty air, high speed. I think he'll have DRS this lap as well on that main straight. More pens are clocking up now as people start to push. Really fancying this move. Surely not going to do it here. Thomas is showing the outside. We're trying to force a hard, difficult exit for him. But I think good exit here, and he's compromised himself. We just need to be patient. Definitely seems to have the pace though. He's closing straight back in again. I think he's going to have DRS and get onto the main straight. He'll need a good exit here. This is the DRS situation, like you can see on the wheels, still got plenty. Struggle with the exit though, he's going to be too far away. Yeah, DRS. And now Sarge goes right in. You can just see that the backman wants it can impact your tyre. Got, about a second and a half here, splitting the top 5. His race has really fallen apart after starting on pole. Especially when the field's this close, 11 seconds of pens, but Larson behind him. It's going to bring, I think Pingo and Alex Hammer still in this mix with the pen situation. It's just for them now, how hard do they push against those guys knowing they've got those pens to be added on. The key is going to be getting as close as you can into here, good exit out the chicane, and then using the DRS in the main straight along with the ERS. Just seems that Somsey gets a better exit out that corner. I think Jer's faster over the whole lap. Alex is set to fastest lap now, he's going to come into his next series. Got yellow flags in sector 1, I think it's Mr. Nothing. Where's the incident there? No, it's clear, I'll be okay. Let's get the Alex, he seems to be the fastest man on track at the minute. You can see how close it is ahead. Top 6 guys, what we're talking, 2.5, 3 seconds between them. A lot of the guys running onto the grass, there's not that many curbs around here, so yeah, you go wide, you're in the grass. Not good for the tyres, particularly when they're probably stone cold already with the track conditions. Alex is just coming on the back of this party now. Seems like Jer's got away from Sarge again. Knowles is all over him now. Can maybe be an outbreaking move. It's hard to be close with this corner, but you don't want to move here. You want to have the momentum going into the chicane. Knowles gets through, does he? Sarge defends hard and fair. Now Knowles is probably vulnerable to Pingo. It could be good. Are they going to go either side of Sarge here? Can't both go on the outside. Oh, they can. Knowles gets it done. Sarge hangs on, holds Pingo off him now. And Alex is going to have a good view of this battle. What does he do? Does he send it in? Is he patient to see what happens between these guys in front? That's incredibly smooth. It's like a Jensen Button style. You don't hear any crazy noises out the engine, you don't hear any locking up of the brakes. Gear changes all on point. As I say, that he locks the brakes up slightly, but we'll excuse that. But yeah, Button-esque. problem for him here is at the back of this. There's going to come a DRS train, I think. It's the worst place to be is at the back of one of these. Can't gain on the car in front because they've got the DRS on the car in front of them. But Sarge is now out of Knowles' DRS, which might make him vulnerable to Pingu. Pingu's going to get the move done here, I think. Again, Sarge's going to defend that, keep it in. Wins Pingu a little bit wide, but probably hard and fair. Lovely move by Alex, who's got Pingu there. And again, so I think it was Sarge just ran onto the grass slightly. He's going to leave him vulnerable to Alex, I think. Just like staying tight for here. Again, you can consider the dirty air from the car in front with the car control is incredible. Will he consider moving to the hairpin? It's probably going to depend on the exit out of here. Probably not close enough. I'm going to look at the exit from here. Oh, Sarge ran wide. Opportunity for Alex. See, Alex has used quite a lot of these ERS. Yeah, 17%. But then Sarge's red light's flashing too, showing that he's probably low on it as well. I think it's going to be a case of, again, and look, Ping is going straight back at Alex. I think Alex has used too much of that ERS. You can see the red flashing light. Thing is going from 1 minute thinking about how can I get Sarge to then having to hold Alex off. You can see at the front now that Joe has got Tomsy. We'll stick with this battle for now. Tomsy's still got the net lead because of the 3-second penalty. Really close from these guys. Shame for Sarge and Knowles, I think their pens are going to be killer. Probably take them out the podium places. Alex under 10% now. He's going to have to recharge at some point. I think he's probably hoping to get past Sarge and then charge before gaining the front. Probably going to need to get this move done now, I would say. And by the end of the DRS zone, we're too far away from moving to chicane. The Pingu's gone on the outside. Pingu might have it done. Guys, but oh no, there's contact. Again, I don't think anyone's at fault there. Alex is resting tyre temperature, just trying to get that back in. Really hurt these two, so I just pulled away. Don't think for the damage, I think it was tyre contact. Again, difficult, not a lot of room through there. I don't think either is at fault, it's just a racing incident that's hurt both of them. Some of this train now is flipped. So unless there's pit stops, the race at the front is, can Somsy stay within 3 seconds of Jar? I'm sorry if I'm saying the name wrong, but they haven't raced me before. Chair or Jar. Lovely, however you pronounce it, is incredibly fast. He can come in here, as long as I know his first race, and beat some of these guys. It's going to say a lot. Gap's at 2 seconds now. I think he seems to have made the ground right back up on Alex. See Alex's red light flashing. interesting to know if these guys are planning on going to the end on these. Okay. Sargent's really pulled away from him. As I was saying before about the battling can really compromise you, particularly obviously when there's contact. It's not just a couple of seconds you lose there, it's that you lose the tyre temperatures, you lose your momentum. Sometimes as well, obviously, it can affect your mentality. The frustration of the incident, you then try and make the time back up, push hard and potentially compound the error that's already been made. Jimmy Juice picks up another penalty, he's got 9 seconds, and with Corby close to him, that's going to hurt him. Let's have a quick look at that battle. Yeah, Corby's leading Division 2 battle. Obviously quite like those guys being promoted, but I think it's still a title that everyone wants to win. And Tom's in the mix with him as well for that. But Gin and Juice is ahead of him on track at least at the moment, but it does look like Corby's making the time up. These guys are pitting again as well. I'd imagine an undercut would be strong. Particularly if they're going onto a soft tyre. Trouble with overheating the tyres here, but I imagine the track's quite cool following the rain. Corby's really closing in now. So he's just flicking between 5th and 6th to get the rotation through those S's. Lock up from Gin and Juice ahead. It's hard here, a lot of the time you're braking into downhill, uphill, easy to lock the brakes, you're not running ABS. Just dropped away Corby, you want to get back in that 1 second before the DRS zone. I think he's back out of it, and obviously he's ahead of him net, but get that. Alex has made that time back up inside. Somebody's made a bit of time back up at the front as well, he's still staying in that 3 seconds. Alex going to get this move done. Yeah, you can see Sargent's mirrors there. Probably going to have to recharge it now. 3 more seconds to Tom, unfortunately. I imagine these tyres are going to be wearing soon, and as that happens, it's easier and easier to have that understeer and get those penalties. Somebody seems to be making up time on here now. Obviously he's got that 3 seconds in hand from the pens. We're going to have a close battle to the end. Still got 14 laps to go. Son's fastest lap, so I think his tyres are going off. Can he get that within a second by the end, by the time they come back round and have the DRS? The thing with a 100% race, we're going to have more ebbs and flows than we would normally. just taking the gas out of it. He won't want to win that DRS, particularly as he wants to stretch this lead to 3 seconds plus. Gap staying about the same, but it does look like Pingu's closing back up on Alex. Corby's definitely close to Gin and Juice as well. Let's go and have a look back at that. Gin and Juice trying to break the DRS in the toe. Big swing to the left. Really compromised himself there. Lost a bit of time with a quick change in direction. Just trying to break the toe there. Oh, there's yellow flags ahead. Is that one of the McLarens, is it? Yeah. That's really key, and he's had a different, yeah, it is key. It's a difficult race. It's going well at the start, but some damage. I think there was a slight incident with Spencer. Oh, I see they've put Ghosted on tonight, so not to interfere. Although in a weird way, I personally think it makes it worse. But more off-putting than if you had them off and on and could just overtake them like normal. Alright, let's get back at Pingu's driven incredibly well tonight, really taking it to some of these guys. Alex has pulled ahead again though of them in DRS. Very solid drive as you'd expect from Alex. Don't know if he's going to be able to get back up and challenge those top three. Obviously he's going to get Knowlesy on pens as it stands. See, these guys have all done a long stint on these. I just don't know if they're going to the end on them. Is our race leader. He's pulling the gap out again. Can't get it to where he needs it to be though. Thomas is just keeping him in range. See, he's just going to back markers but not going to be affected with the ghosting. Fastest lap as well. Can Sonzi respond to that? Alex St. Corby's got past Gin and Juice now. Oh, we've seen that yet. Pingu seems to have fallen away a little bit now. It's a shame, he was driving well. Let's see if we can get Alex back under pressure. Tom is pitting. What's Tom putting on? repairs. So yeah, some soft tyres are use a new wing as well. Although going by that, they just put a wing over the one that was already there. I wonder if that was just a pit for tyre wear, or whether it looks like it's a pit full of damage, doesn't it really? And just see how quick Tom is on those softs though, it might push some of the others to maybe change. Again, it's just a gap to him, and Alex just seems to go up, come straight back down. I'd have thought as we get closer and closer to lap 50, they probably are going to try and stretch into the end, although Kian's pitting now. You see it's really the people with nothing to lose that are pitting. Will any of the front runners pit? I think it's going to be the key question. Tom, is that Tom just going past? No, it's... So yeah, what do these guys at the front do? There's no real battles, so we'll stick with the leader for now. I mean, right now you'd say what's the need to when he keeps setting fastest laps. Still can't get the gap outside 3 seconds though. Just wonder if that penalty's going to come back and hurt him. This could be one of those. He's obviously incredibly fast, but is he fast enough to pull that ahead? Yeah, so it'll just be interesting to see. I think if they were going to pit, it would be now. They're going to get 7 laps or so out of those softs, so I think if we stay out again this lap, I think they're going to the end. We'll soon find out. Staying out. This must be going to the end. So this is the race now. Can Jer pull out? He needs to find just over a second if he wants to win this race. Knowles he goes fastest lap. Fortunately, even if he finds the pace, I think the pens are going to hurt him. Pretty much no battles on the track now. This is effectively the battle, although it's not the one we'd want to see, you know, on track. But I think it's still going to go down to the wire, judging by it. Pretty crazy that some of these guys are going to do 26, 27 laps on this set of tyres, when you think under normal circumstances that would be a whole race if we were doing half race distance. See, Kian's flying on those softs. He's got the fastest lap now, but no one probably wants to risk it because of the 25 seconds they'll lose pitting. You're not going to make, even if you're 2 seconds a lap, you're not going to make that time back. Right, 6 laps to go. Let's have a quick through the order. So we've got Jer leading from Sonzi. Knowles is in third. If we have a look at the pens, yeah, he's going to drop it. And really, Alex is in that third. Pingu doing brilliantly in first is fifth. Sarge is sixth at running high pens, and he's going to pit. So will that trigger anything else? Corby running in seventh. Gin and Juice in eighth. Morgs in ninth. Key in 10th, Tom 11th, and Mr. Muffin running in 12th. Let's see, Sarge, is he going to come out ahead of Corby? Yeah, I think just. And then let's just see what, yeah, he's put the softs on. I think if it's anyone else, they're leaving it too late to get the benefit. I think from where Sarge has got nothing to lose really. If Corby doesn't pit, he'll probably get that time penalty back. I'd have thought those softs are going to be so much faster with low fuel, fresh. That gap's going up though. 2.5 seconds now. You can see back in the first set he hasn't pitted again. Half a second to find. Over 5 laps. You'd think he'll do it, but you just never know. And there's yellow flags in sector 1. And that might have been Knowlesy, because Alex suddenly looks like he's very close to him. Let's get back to this battle. Difficult race, Mr. Muffin has picked up some more penalties. He's still going, we've got to give credit. Stick it in there. I wasn't sure we'd have this many runners left. I think we were down to 14 at the halfway point. These guys have done well to stick it out. Oh, Knowles is really dropping down. Pingu's just got him. Oh, he's dropped into the pits. Wing damage. Must have had some kind of incident. It's weird, that glitch where the old wing just goes over the new one. Or vice versa, I should say. Yeah, Sarge goes fastest lap. Oh, I think for the first time that gap got over 3 seconds then. Straight back under though. I've got to imagine it's going to the wire. As I say, I'd rather it be on track, but you can't have so much more 100% race, and I think it's going to be decided. It looks like it's going to be decided by 10th and 2nd. Although if he keeps just edging away from him, you'd think he'd get. There we go. He's at the 3 now. Can he stay above it? We've got 3 laps to go. And Sonzi's already got it back under. It's going to be looking tough by the looks of it. Need to keep going. Depending on what. Oh, big snap of oversteer. Pushing hard. This perhaps cost him half a second at least. Might have really hurt the rear tyres as well. It's really hurt. Gap's back down. All that work to edge it up to 3, and it's back down to 2.5. It's tough though. Sonzi's just putting that pressure on all the time. It's very easy to make that type of mistake on old mediums for those difficult sections of the track. He's recovered well. Gap's already back up to 2.7. I think this is where we need to stick to the end. It just ebbs and flows. I think it's just as the track goes. Obviously, I think drivers at this skill level, there's going to be some are going to be stronger in some part of the track, some in the other, and that's why we get this ebb and flow. It couldn't be any closer with that penalty. Sonzi's reeled it in again. You've got to say you think it's going to go down to the last lap. Kian picks up a penalty. Not sure it's going to drop him out the top 10. I think there's going to be no more pit stops now, so we'll go to the pen screen. No, it'll keep Kian. I think Kian's going to get a top 10 finish. He stuck at it well. Some of the difficulties he had earlier on. Penalty for Corby. It'd be frustrating for him because he had 3 seconds on Knowles until that happened with the gap at 8. Knowles is on those fresh softs. Yeah, he's just gone fastest lap. He's going to be coming back at Sard soon, I'd have thought. Jer just can't get past this 3-second range. It must be so frustrating for him. He's driven a brilliant race. Potentially made one mistake, or well, let's say 3 mistakes with the 2 warnings and the pen. But you know what? Sometimes people say, "Oh, he's won it because of pen," but not getting pens is a skill in itself, and obviously a skill that Sonzi's demonstrated brilliantly. Oh, it's a shame for Mr. Muffin. He's just DNF'd in the first section. Nearly got to the end of this race, but something's obviously happened there. And we're down to 11 runners. It's back up. It's right on the threshold of the 3 seconds again. This one's going down to the wire. Might be no points on the line, but you do a 100% race. I think we're going to be, probably racing for the best part of 2 hours. You're going to want to win it. Sars picks up 3 more pens. Just going to be coming around to start the last lap soon. He's got to find a quarter of a second at least if he wants to win this race. Let's ride on board, see what's left. There's not much ERS left either. And it's down to 2.6. Going to need to really find some time from somewhere. Sonzi, what does he do? He's got to keep driving. He's got to keep pushing, but he doesn't again. Sonzi will make that error, then give it back to him. You've got to say here, it looks unlikely that he'll pull away half a second, but you just never know. Oh, he's pulling away now though. 2.9, this is close, this is going down to the wire. Little bit of oversteer from Sonzi, exiting out of the hairpin. It's 2.8. It's 2 tenths in this as they go to the line. Again, you can see Sonzi very little ERS. Oh, it's at 3 seconds. It's back under. Alex is going to the line. Let's get back to Jer. See what. How late does he dare break into there? I think he's going to win it on track, but what's going to happen? We're talking tenths of a second here. He crosses the line. Sonzi, I think he's done it. He's done it by a tenth. Amazing. Just stayed in that zone. Looks like Alex is coming home for a solid third, driven well. Brilliant effort from Sonzi, great first drive from Jer, very unlucky, but you've got to say Sonzi's driven well and definitely took advantage of the pitting at the right time. Ping is going to come in for fourths, really solid drive from him. How's Sargent? Oh, Sargent, Knowlesy battling right to the end. Knowles is going to get this on pens anyway, but he wants to get it done on track. So close. Is he going to get it around the outside of the last corner? They're going to the line. It's a photo finish. I don't know who got it on track, but Knowles has got it on pens anyway. Sarge goes over for 6th. Corby, Div 2 leader, is going to come home for a solid 7th. Shows that I'm sure he'll be able to hold his own with these guys when he goes up. And Corby, Gin and Juice as well, he's done well. I think those pens will just keep him ahead of Morgs. Just. Yep. James is finished. Lap down. Kean in 10th. That was a good race. We had a bit of everything. We had the rain early on, drying out. I think, yeah, you've got to give Sonzi driver of the day. Struggled in quali, but then got the strategy right, pitted at the right time. And yeah, managed to stay within those 3 seconds just. It was very close, but yeah, you've got to say well done. Enjoyable race. Back to league action next week. Is it last 2 rounds of the season to come? Austria next week for both divisions before finishing in Belgium. But there we see it. Sonzi's your race winner. Jer in 2nd. Alex completes the podium. Pinger in 4th. Knowlesy 5th. Sarge in 6th. Corby 7th, Gin and Juice 8th, Morgan in 9th, Kean in 10th, Tom was last of the runners 11th, Mr. Buffum is still classified in 12th, and then we've got the DNFs, Great Maz, Hazard, Spencer, Adam PT, Gav Boynton, Ginger Ninja, Liam, and Benny Boy, unfortunately all DNF. But no, well done everyone, good race, and I'll hand it back to the professional next week. But yeah, thanks for having us. Good night everyone.